Greetings and various assorted salutations. What I'm doing here today is giving a tutorial of how to use a virtual student notebook. I am currently planning to use this in my U.S. History 2 and 3 courses. However, you may see versions of this notebook floating around as several other teachers have acquired it. So if you're watching this from another teacher, these instructions should be similar, especially if they're stealing my design. Anyways, what the virtual student notebook is this is built out of Google Docs. There are other versions out there. In fact, there's a tutorial for one of those other versions. However, this version is the one I'm currently using. I've experimented with a few and I've decided on this one. So let's go over what it is. So the idea behind these virtual notebooks is they are designed to cover a span of units or span of activities. Likely how these notebooks will be used is they will be given, say at the start of a unit, like say World War II, westward expansion, something like that. And then you'll have time to work on the various activities and note-taking activities in here throughout the unit. And they'll either be due, say, somewhere halfway between the unit or somewhere like right before or on the day of the test. The exact instructions vary. Please consult the actual assignments that you have for finer details. But let's dive right into what this notebook looks like. Let's see here. But as you can see, there's various activities across several pages, and as you fill out your portion of this, you build a greater understanding of the unit that you're studying. Right off the bat, the first thing you'll get are some instructions. This will talk about some different things. There's some typos here and there. I'm still updating the exact protocol. The most important thing is there are things called assignments, and those are things you need to do. If you ever want to find where everything is, you can jump around using the table of contents, which should be on the first page. Anyways, there'll be some different resources. This particular one shows some different ways of note-taking. This one has some how to access different things like the online textbook, which may be necessary for some activities. And anything else that might be used across the entire notebook is going to be in this opening resources section. The next portion is we're diving right into the different activities that you're going to be taking notes over. So for this particular one, it's westward expansion. It gives you a lecture that you need to view, and it tells you how to access that lecture. In this case, it's in this notebook, it's a video that is built into the computer program Canvas, where you got this assignment originally, and it gives you instructions on how to get to that. If there's any additional resources, they'll be listed down here. This could be hyperlinks, this could be videos, websites, short articles, etc., etc. It's going to vary from unit to unit and activity to activity. But you can see here, this is one way. Another way, the lecture materials or whatever materials might be presented, is you might just get a link. Let me pull up another notebook. This one's for World War II. And you can see here, if you click on this link, it takes you to a YouTube video that you can watch. That'll help you fill out the materials. One thing you'll notice right here is there's a thing on multiple tab browsing, so that what you could theoretically do is you could have the notes up on one part of your screen and you're filling them out, and the video or the lecture or whatever material you're working with on the other half of the screen. And there's more details in that in this Windows 10 video that I have, and it's going to be posted in a lot of places. But once you have the lecture going, once you're watching that, you can scroll down, and every time you see this heading assignment, this is the part that when you turn this notebook in, details, please consult your teacher's instructions. But with every thing, there's going to be some part that you turn in, and this assignment part is going to be the part that the teacher grades. You'll turn in this whole notebook, but this is the part that the teacher is going to be looking at to see, did you do what was asked of you? And so in this first activity, it's very straightforward. You're looking up key terms. So as you're watching the lecture, you'll get a lot of these key terms. In some cases, you may not catch all the material, or you may need it presented in a different way, and so you might have to go into the online textbook or some other resource to fill in these terms. But the lectures will cover the highlights of these in particular. Another type of activity that may pop up is you might be told to go into the online textbook or go into a book and do some readings and take some notes in some way, shape, or form that way. Likewise, you may get another activity where you have some links and then you have some questions to follow that you need to do that shows that you were paying attention. Typically at the end, you have space for your own personal notes. These notes aren't graded. They're just kind of a space where if you want to put your notes all in one place in these notebooks, you can do that. Um, that exact method is up to you, or if your teacher, depending on how they design it, they may have something different. But that's the idea behind these virtual notebooks. This is your notebook. It's your copy to work with. Whatever you fill in, this is what you turn in. And this kind of is a series of activities that help build a foundation of knowledge in that given unit. In any case, I hope this helps, and until later.